Welcome to KHUR Radio, home of the Fleet DJs, and where the real recognize real. Hello, everyone. I'm Heavy Hustles, and I'm joined by the engine that runs this thing, Mr. Dino For Real. What's good, bro?
Man, I was sitting here just thinking, like, what adjective is he going to come up with today? You know what I'm saying? I'd have been the jack of all trades, the Swiss Army knife, and now I turned into an engine. Boy, I tell you, hey, what's good with you, fam?
Already, man. Everything good, bro. Everything's good on this end, man. This COVID thing, man, this is ridiculous. I was listening at the news. There's a couple school districts that's in our, local neighborhood right here. These guys are under pressure for being sued for making a mandate about masks. And they got over 1 million kids right now that's sick, and the hospitals are full, man. So if you get sick, you can't even go to the emergency room right now. I don't understand this, man. When does politics get taken out of?
Get out of the way. You're right. And unfortunately, in our area, it's not the only place, because right now in Florida, I think it was just 13 staff members died in a month at the school, at one school, and they fighting to not have masks and whatever. But hey, it's a crazy world right now, man. We just trying to maintain. You dig?
You no doubt, bro.
Well, hey, we got a little something special for y'all tonight, as usual. We bring y'all something different, some very good content, not always the same thing. So stand by. We'll be right back. This episode is sponsored by T-Mobile, the Un-carrier, the leader in nationwide 5G. Beck and Master North out of Houston, Texas, where they treat every customer like family. Mysterious Entertainment Music Group, MEMG, the major indie label. And the next MC to blow, ENT, where dreams become a reality.
It's KHUR, The Vault, the cure for urban music.
My station. Hit it.
All right, tonight our guest is an entrepreneur that really took things out the box. They always say when you're entering business, you should find a problem and then find a solution. When I got this story here, it just blew my mind. I said, who'd have thought? But I'm not going to go and ramble on. I want to make sure I get her name right.
Hey, that's all on you, bro. That's all on you. Don't ask me.
Oh, my goodness, boy. I want to get this right so bad. I'm already done messed it up. Intisar? Intisar. Let's see. I knew I was going to do it. Intisar Bashir, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, welcome to the show, Miss Bashir.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. We do appreciate you spending some time with us, and we definitely wanted to, when Heavy said it, when I saw this, I'm like, this is going to be interesting because it's not something that the average person would even think about.
Right.
And you just took that idea and turned it into a business. So let's get into this thing.
All right. So tonight's, I guess what she did is she took the regular Band-Aid, and I guess she realized it didn't match her skin tone. And I never knew anything about flesh tone, any tone of Band-Aid. So let's just start. What was going on to make you even come up with an idea?
Like growing up, I don't think myself or my husband actually knew that bandages were intended to be like flesh tone either. It was just a conversation we were having one day. And once we realized that they were like intended to be flesh tone, and the ones that we had in our house and was buying from the store didn't match the flesh of us, our kids, our mama, our daddy, like anybody in our family, we were just like, hey, let's do this. Let's launch a business. We came up with a name. We filed our LLC, and we went about, the process of finding a manufacturer. And it took about a year from thought to like actual product in hand, but it was a learning curve for us both, but we've been enjoying it thus far.
Who actually thought of the name? Because it's kind of, in its own way, it's kind of original too.
Yeah, it is. You know what? For the life of me and him, like we can't remember who came up with the name anymore. Like I give him
don't want to
credit.
hurt somebody's feelings.
Right.
They just not trying to take credit for it. That's all.
I always give him credit, but really, I don't know. It was like 2017, so I really don't remember. But I always like to give him the credit for it. So, like, yeah, he came up with it.
Dino, hey, whoever finds a wife finds a good thing, bro. Remember
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir. Remember that.
Hey, he got
Right.
a good one, boy.
Yeah. So look, so when starting this company, first of all, you said it took about a year from thought process to, probably getting out the first product. What are some of the obstacles that you guys ran into? Did you have any issues like with the current bandage companies that's out there, like Band-Aid or a Walmart Great Value brand or HEB brand or something like that? Did y'all have any conflict with them, and what other obstacles did y'all run into?
No, we didn't have any real obstacles, especially with any existing business or anything like that. Our only small obstacle, I would say, that we came about was just finding people to do the work that we needed. Like, we needed to hire a graphic designer, we needed to hire an artist, and it was important to us to employ other African Americans to do this work. So that's not our field that we work in, primarily. So it took a little time, scrolling through hashtags on Instagram and stuff like that to find. That's literally how we ended up finding our graphic designer. No, I'm sorry, our artist who commissioned the images on our children's bandages. Was just scrolling through the hashtag Black Illustrator until we found someone that we liked their style. We reached out to a bunch of people. A lot of people didn't respond. So that was the biggest thing, really, was just finding somebody who wanted to, get this money with us. So
Right. Now, do you guys have only one location, or and you just distribute? Are you distributing nationwide, or do you have multiple locations in different states or cities?
So we're primarily an e-commerce business. So we do the majority of our business online via our website. We do offer wholesale of our products. So there are several mom and pop stores around the country who purchase our products wholesale and sell them in store. I would say we probably have currently maybe 10 to 15 stores around the country. And actually a few out of the country. Like right now we have a wholesaler in Belgium. We have a wholesaler in, what is that other country I'm trying to think of? I don't know, but it was just so random when they reached out to us. Oh, well, first of all, I didn't even know we was there. Second of all, okay, y'all want to sell our products. So it was really cool to be reached, for our reach to go that far.
Right. That just shows you the power of the World Wide Web right there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So many people who just came across us on Facebook or Instagram, or they cousin, friend, somebody, shared it with them and they just reached out. So it's been cool.
Right. Have either you or your husband, were you educated in business at all?
Not at all. My husband went to school. He has a degree in biology and he works in logistics. I have a degree in computer science and I work in IT. So this was new territory for both of us. We still figuring this out as we go along. But no, it's been fun. It was like birthing a new child, you're not really prepared for anything. You're just taking it one day at a time. So it's been fun and a learning experience for us.
Right. Is this your first business venture? Do you have any other business outside of this?
No, this is our first one. We've always we've been married for 15 years and we've always thrown around different business ideas, but this is the first one that actually came into fruition. So it's been fun. We enjoy it. We get our kids involved. They be packing orders with us, and sometimes against their will, but it's a family business, so they gonna be helping. So.
Right. Well, congratulations, first of all, on 16 years of marriage. You said 16.
Yes.
Wow, that's a blessing. Me and my wife just went over 26 years yesterday.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, we celebrated yesterday.
Belated anniversary to you both.
Yeah.
We shacked up for 4 years, so we got 30 together.
He say shacked up.
You know how the old folks used to say they shacked it.
Yeah. Shacked up.
But 26 official, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Congratulations, y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I want to talk about the actual flesh tones. How did y'all, what was your process of determining which colors and how did you get those colors that you were going to sell?
So our first run, we didn't put as much thought into it as we should have. It was just like there's like, I don't know what this is called. It's like a deck that you can get of almost like with paint samples, but it's not
Right.
paint samples. It's like this deck that you can get. And so we got that and we were just like, we like this one, we like that one, we like this one. And so we had about 4 different shades the first run. And then the second run, like after those were produced, we were like, okay, 2 of those are a little bit too similar. So we wanted to broaden our range of shades. And so our second run, what we actually did is we went to the fabric store and we just picked out a bunch of fabric swatches. And we just had them lined up and we, just picked out the ones that kind of just went from like, we come in all shades. So we went from light to, our darkest dark. And so that's how we actually picked out the current shades that are in production now, and we're pretty certain that we'll stick with that. It's a nice range right now. So, and then we just sent those fabric swatches over to the manufacturer because essentially what they do is dye the fabric of the bandages to match the swatches that we had.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. You ain't got to answer this if you don't want to. Okay?
Oh boy.
Because I'm a business major. I have a degree in business as well. So with starting up a business, like just a ballpark figure on what it costs you and your husband to get this business off the ground and to where it's at right now.
Our first initial investment, was close to about $20,000 is what we invested initially. And that included, we had to hire a graphic designer to design our boxes. We had to hire an artist to commission the images on the children's bandages. We had to, file paperwork and all that kind of stuff. And then the actual inventory, and that was the vast majority of it. Since then, we haven't had to put any more like personal investments in it. The company is just like maintaining itself at this point. Yeah.
Right. You're able to take some of the profit and dump that back into the business. So that way you're not coming out of pocket. Yes. Gotcha. When someone orders, is it more like a drop ship order or is it manufactured? Is there a warehouse with inventory in it, or is everything made to order when someone places an order?
No. Right now, currently our warehouse is our basement. So that's how, and we package.
That works.
It's literally the 2 of us and our kids, but like I said, they iffy on a good day. It's us. We get the orders. It comes in through our website. We print the orders out. We package them. We ship them off. We take them to USPS to get them delivered and everything. So currently, our basement is Browndages headquarters. It's up to the ceiling with inventory.
So basically what you're saying is y'all keeping y'all overhead low. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
I got you. Understood. That's the best way to really run a business.
For any business.
For any business, do whatever you got to do to keep that overhead low.
Your expertise being in tech and your husband being logistic, how has that helped you with the business thus far? I mean, you're able to do some of the things on the website, I'm sure, and have that in order.
Yeah, we definitely, like you said, we've kept our overhead as low as possible. I did the first rendition of our website. My husband did the second. It's just been a matter of us YouTube this, Google this, figure it out, and then put it up. As far as logistics, that being his primary, workspace, it definitely comes and has come in handy when it just came to like the shipping part of it. Like me, I'm just like, we'll do it. But he's like, he can strategically think about like, no, we need to order X amount of stuff beforehand and have it as far as shipping supplies and all that kind of stuff. And knowing, just the ins and out of that stuff. Whereas I was just like, doo-doo-doo. But he was like, we need to do this. So I was like, okay, that's what you do. So I'm going to take your word for it. So.
Right. Yeah. That's called forecasting. Yeah. My wife's logistic. So I got some of that knowledge. Do you feel like it's important for you to bring your kids along though? You say they kind of iffy at times, but for our people, it's, hats off to you for starting the business and doing something on your own.
Definitely.
But how do you feel about the lineage, passing it down? I mean, so they're not really thinking about it now, but are you going to kind of kick them in the butt?
Most definitely. Like I grew up, my father is an entrepreneur. So I grew up watching him, 6 days a week going and working for himself. And so that was always a goal of mine, is to open a business. Just because that's how I saw my family, that's how my family, how we thrived. It was off of my father's entrepreneurship. So in me seeing that, I can't help but want to instill that in my children as well. They're 11, 9, 6, and 6 months. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a range of them, but it's like my 11-year-old, like she's getting it. Like she sees the work that myself and her father are putting in on a daily basis. She's constantly throwing out business ideas for herself, her and her sister, like, oh, we're going to start a bakery. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And so I can't help but think that her seeing us do this on a daily basis is instilling in her these different ideas that she, pops out with maybe twice a week, every, other day or something like I want to do this. So I love that we're instilling that in them so young. And I can only hope and pray that, it sticks with them and they're able to, pursue whatever form of entrepreneurship it is that they desire.
Right. Well, you're doing it the right way by leading by example, because kids do what they see, not what you tell them. So
they don't listen.
Yeah, I'm telling you, take it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Hey, just like you say, Heavy, the proof is in the pudding, because she just said she watched her family, her dad, grow up doing that.
Kids do what they see,
so
not what you tell them.
It stuck to you, so it's hopefully it's going to stick to your kids as well.
At least one of them, she got.
Right.
She got a starting 5 over there.
There you go. I mean, one of them better pick it up something.
So on that note, though, thinking about other children out there in the community that may not have an opportunity at the moment, or may feel that, they feel like they are meant to do something else, but the current situation at the end might not be conducive to it. What would your one elevator pitch be to a community of children? I don't care what color they are.
Don't give up on yourself. Like, always bet on yourself. If you have an idea, a passion, something that you want to do, a product you want to produce, like, give it your all. Like, there's going to be somebody out there that supports you, whether that's your family, your friends, or a complete stranger across the world. Like, somebody is going to see value in what it is that you're trying to do and what you're believing in. And so I would just say, don't give up. Find that person, find your niche market, and then go for it. I think that one thing I like to always give an example of is a lot of people, they second guess themselves and the whole imposter syndrome and stuff like that. It's like, when you think about, water companies or any kind of company, there's not just one of them. You know what I mean? So there's a million and one different brands of water that you'll see in the store. So it's like, no, the second person who came up with their water brand, they didn't like, oh no, Dasani already did this, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, they was like, I'm gonna produce my water too. And there you go. You got 7 different brands on the shelf. So don't let that be a deterrent for you that, you think it's done already or something like that, because there's space for everyone. Like, you'll find especially with how small the world has become with the web, like with the internet, it's like you'll find your group of supporters somewhere. And so I just say, stick with it, give it your all. And I'm here for you if you need something.
Right. Me and Dino always, when we talking, we always say Walmart don't care what Target doing.
They don't.
Kmart, when Kmart was in business, they didn't care what the other cats was doing. So do you? Well, great.
Now, what's next? What's up next for Browndages? I mean, are y'all finna venture out? Y'all finna start? Y'all gonna make some crutches? You know what I'm saying?
Give us all the ideas. We're gonna do all of them. You know what I mean?
Some of the Band-Aids for.
Oh
we
talking about
just
the little
launched maybe last week, I think it was. We put our elastic wraps on our website. We're just trying to think of the different products that we've been using for years that weren't necessarily geared towards us, and we're trying to get them out there and be geared towards us.
Right.
Maybe the little the nostril strips that open your nostrils, help you breathe at night. Now, if y'all do that, you know what I'm saying, holla at your boy, because I need my 3%. I'm just playing. So, but on that note, speaking of percentages, what are your guys' marketing like right now? Like, how do you market? Because until this was brought to us, I mean, obviously we don't see everything, but I really had never thought about it or even heard of it.
Right.
Yeah, that's not our strong point, to be completely honest. Like I said, my background is in IT. His is in logistics. We still work full-time jobs outside of this. And so our primary marketing space is social media. So we rely very, very heavily on our customers and our followers and our community to share our product and our company with their friends and family. And thus far, it's worked very, very well for us. Like we can't complain. But that is on our to-do list for this year, is to expand our marketing, because we feel like our product can sell itself, essentially. We just have to get it in front of more eyes. You know what I mean? Like if, a Black or brown person is at a store and they see our product and then, the pink beigey ones, like they gonna buy our product. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of us putting in the work and the time to get our brand out there, because I think I don't know, maybe that's naive of us or something like that, but we think it could sell itself if it's just presented to the people. So
there you go. And that's most businesses, their big, their weakest point is the marketing part. I mean, everybody, I guess that's 80% of business. If you can market and get it to the right people, like you say, it's going to sell itself. So yeah, we just keep, like you told, your advice to yourself. Hang in there. Don't get frustrated. And it's all in timing. Like we just heard out, we are in Texas and you're in Ohio, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So, hey, you're already making strides right there. And I know me and Dino, we're going to get on it and we're going to help you promote this thing, because I think it's a great idea. I mean,
thank you.
I mean, totally. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, when there's a problem and you can find a solution to it, that's a business. And wow, you knocked it out the park.
Completely outside the box. And I say outside the box, even though there are bandages that's on the market and you guys are making bandages. This is just completely, to me, outside the box, because as many years as I've been using Band-Aids, I have never, ever thought.
All of us.
You know what I'm saying? I've never looked at the Band-Aid like, okay, this don't match my skin. Or really going back, you remember Nelly? Nelly had the little Band-Aid under his eye. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if it would have went so well if he would have had a brown Band-Aid that matched his skin, But
it would have. It probably would have.
It probably would have. It probably would have,
We've been trying to get in contact with Nelly, so if y'all got somebody, like, hook us up. That would be a good little...
Yeah. But like Heavy says, I mean, we're down here in Texas, and we have a pretty decent following, not just in Texas, but across the U.S., being with Fleet DJs, the worldwide Fleet DJs, we have a significant reach. So a lot of people is going to see this broadcast, and we'll be talking to you. We'll be talking to you to see how else we can help you out.
Okay, we definitely appreciate it. Any and all help that we can get. Like I said, it's this is one of our little babies, and we're having fun, raising it and figuring it out as we go along. It's really been fun though. Like we definitely can't complain. It's been like, even when we get hundreds of orders, like it's still exciting for us to like pack every single order, because we're like, little old us in Ohio, like somebody across the country, across the world heard about our business and spent their hard-earned dollars with us. So we are extremely grateful for all of our supporters and, people who may not even need our product, them sharing it. Like we get a lot of orders from one person sending it to another person. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, my friend so-and-so, like they would be, thrilled to get this. And so they purchase it and send it to their friends. So it's just, it's amazing the amount of support that we've gotten thus far. And we just hope to continue to grow and expand our reach.
Yeah,
That's what's
definitely.
up.
Yeah. You guys are on your way. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you hit a home run with the idea and the whole thing in the market. Yeah, you're definitely going to do well. Keep up the good work.
Thank
So
you.
where's hubby? Where's hubby? I mean,
Somebody gotta watch some kids.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Well, no, he's putting them to bed though. It's like it's right at their bedtime. So it was like, somebody got to put them to bed. So I fed him. He could put them to bed.
There you go. Teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah, there it is. Now, if anybody that wants to get in touch with you or follow you on social media, or connect with you, or even purchase your product, how would they go about doing that?
You can go to our website, www.browndages.com. We are on all social media platforms at Browndages is our handle. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Give us a follow. We appreciate it. We love to hear from people. Like I said, we're a 2-person team. So all those emails or, DMs or messages back and forth, like they're literally coming 90% of the time, me, 10% him. So it's just like, we love to connect with people though. It's part of the reason it keeps us going, talking and meeting with people that, purchase our products.
All righty. And before you get out of here, I need you to say your name for me one more time.
Intisar Bashir.
Intisar, and it has a meaning. So tell us what the meaning is, right?
Intisar is an Arabic word, and it means victorious.
Hey, look how the stars line up, huh?
Hey. But yes, thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us. We appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, man. Another great interview, man. Very different, out the box. Kind of what I like, man. And I wish them the best of luck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing like a tag team, you know what I'm saying, getting it done.
Yeah. You got to have some sort of a team. And right now, the team right now is the family, you know what I'm saying, with the kids, helping doing the packaging, and the husband, working the logistical parts. So you can't do it by yourself. But hey, shouts out for keeping your overhead low, because that's how you have a successful business. If anybody's listening to this and you thinking about starting a business 101, make sure you keep your overhead low. And like Heavy has mentioned twice, you identify a problem, you come up with a solution to that problem. Now you have a business. So you keep those two things in mind. Go and step out there and do your thing. You never know who's going to support you. You're probably going to get way more support than you think. If you have an idea, just step out there and make it happen.
All right. With that being said, man, another great show. Be sure to catch us on all social medias at KHUR Radio and download our app, man. We always forget to plug our app. We have an app where you can take us anywhere you go, 24/7, 365.
Yes.
All right. KHUR Radio. Download.
And by the way, last note, for anyone that's going to be in the Dallas area around December
9th through the 12th.
The 9th through the 12th, the first couple of weeks of December, we will be at Texas Fleet Week in Dallas, Texas for between the 9th through the 12th. This will be a must-attend music conference, okay? They pulling out all the bells and whistles with panels and a whole bunch of other stuff, artist showcases, the whole 9 yards. So
more to follow.
Dallas, more to follow. That will be Dallas, Texas, the 9th through the 12th. And on that note, I'm gonna holler at you, dog.
All right, we out.
It's KHUR, The Vault, the cure for urban music.
My station.